All right, guys, how we doing? So just gonna do a quick recap on what realistic mode is and some of the changes that you have to pay attention to as you're going through your round. So everybody who's played in here before has always played on casual mode, but this league is in realistic mode, and there are some differences here that we wanna pay attention to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you through one of the holes that we're gonna play here. I'm gonna play hole number 12, show you a few different situations that you'll run into and how do you try and approach those in realistic mode. So the first hole here, I am going to take a driver, I'm going to hit it way off to the right into the sand. You'll see, as always, we've got our map going down here. We've got this white line along the left that shows OB. I'm going to try and hit it up there somewhere to the right, up into the sand. Perfect. So we've got 102 yards left. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look down at the map down here. You'll see that even though I'm in sand here, this is reading it as a deep, rough situation. That's about 15 to 20% of your ball speed is going to be off on your next shot, as well as some spin. The other thing to consider here is 11.6 degrees up, and pretty much on a flat lie, just going uphill. So 106, we're going up 5 yards to the hole. I'm gonna say here we want about 120 yard shot, somewhere around there, maybe 125. So I'll grab my 125 club and we'll swing away. Now you'll see that only went 87 yards. After every shot, when you're not in the fairway or on a tee box, there are going to be two boxes that show up over here. One, what percentage of your speed did it actually use? 80%. So 20% of my speed was taken off, and almost 50% of my spin. Spin is what helps the ball get up into the air. So you'll see from these deep rough lies, the ball's going to kind of knuckle down and not travel as far. You'll see on the round, it went 87 yards, but down here, that carry is 110, totals 113, but that's not what happened out there because on our round, it is making those adjustments. So when you're out on the course, we need to pay attention to deep rough lies, sand lies. They all have an impact on how far the ball is going to go. Now, we were lucky enough here to get it up onto the green. When we're putting in realistic mode, I highly recommend that you decide to use the mouse to try and aim for your putting. So if we look here, we can see this one's going a little bit left and then a little bit back to the right. I'm thinking this one's going to be just outside the left of the hole. So I click there. That's now my aim point. So I'll take my putter, and instead of trying to putt by turning my body to the left, I've now aimed already to the left. I put this one straight down the middle, and we try and hit a 41-foot putt. Oh, just outside. So there's a lot more to consider as you're going through this round with realistic mode. Always be looking down at the tee box, or the map down over here to the right-hand side. Look at what your lie is, uphill, downhill, side hill, and this is gonna really help you out in realistic mode. Hit that one a little hard, but perfect opportunity. All right, so we're in a green side bunker. You'll see I've got 19 yards left to the flag. What I'm going to want to do is add about 20%. So I'm going to hit a 25-yard shot here, and hopefully that will get up. Now, you'll see that this lip is pretty high, so I'm going to open up the club face, try and hit it up in the air. All right, so that went 19.7. But again, if we take a look over here, in a perfectly flat situation, that's gonna go almost 30 yards. So just realize that you are gonna have to hit the ball farther when it comes to hitting shots out on the course, and if you're in the bunker, it's more of a bunker shot now than it was before, where it was just kind of like a greenside chip. Now we have to hit the ball a little bit harder when you're in the bunker. That's always going to be the case. So pay attention to sand, deep rough. Rough is about 5% off. And again, as you continue to play, keep looking down over here, where you'll see that that one took 22% of my ball speed and 22% of my spin off of that shot. All right, one more situation here to pay attention to. So I found myself in a sticky spot here. You can see that it's counting me as deep rough. So again, we're going to that 20% or so that we have to add. But I'm also on an 8.2 degree right side hill. So ball is below my feet like this. Same thing as in real golf. If you were to just swing normally, the ball is always going to want to go right from here. So if I just step up, set up straight, swing to hit the ball straight, you're going to see that ball is going to come out way to the right. And that's because of that side hill slope. So what I'll do is, I'll mulligan this one here. Same situation. And you've got really two options here. Number one, you can try and turn your body and aim to the left. Or again, let's go to the mouse. And what I'll do is I'll go down to the map and I'm going to aim just left of the green. Now, I've already set up on this lie, right? So I know all I have to do now is just swing straight. I've already aimed left to make up for that. And you'll see that that ball ends up somewhere pretty close to the pin. So always be paying attention to what are your side hill lies here, because that is going to change where the ball is going to come out.